What's wrong with me?
Hi guys! So today I'm just going to do a tutorial for you which is based on the Urban Decay 15th anniversary palette, which I'm really happy with. I got it in Orlando this summer. It was about $60, which I know sounds very expensive, but actually that's really not so bad, especially when I think in the UK it would have been more if I'd bought it here, like with the exchange rate and everything. But anyway, so basically the 15th anniversary palette is to celebrate 15 years of Urban Decay, and it has all of these gorgeous colours in it. That's 15 of like the best colours, to be honest, that I've ever seen all in one palette. And then on top of that, it's really great because it's got a mirror inside. Look, there you are. There's my laptop. Cool, huh? And the mirror's great because it fits right here, which I'm not sure if you can see, but is underneath the camera, so I can use it when I'm making videos. But yeah, so today I'm just doing this look which I've got going on right now. It's all up in my face. And it's basically just a kind of a gold eyeshadow look. And I think, like I say, I'm going to do somewhat of a series for this Urban Decay palette because there's so many looks that can be created like that it would just be silly for me not to utilise that for like blog and vlog content. So this is like my golden eye tutorial, and I think it's absolutely fab. As you can see, I have actually moved to my living room now because I realised that my bedroom literally has virtually no natural light whatsoever. Whereas in here I've got a big window, huge window right there behind the camera, which is kind of bringing in some natural light, although I have got the lamps on as well, but they're not really in my face, so they're not really creating any lighting on my face. But yeah, so please let me know what you think of me videoing in my living room, because obviously in my bedroom I've done quite a few tutorials up there and you can't really see that much. Like it's not useless, like no way is it useless, but I think it's just better here. It's more, you can see the colours that I'm using, you can see the techniques better and stuff like that. So let me know what you think in the comments down there. I'm also going to be using quite a few different products as well as the Urban Decay 15th anniversary box thing, including some by Benefit, some by Topshop, Chanel, Maybelline, MAC, EcoTools, L'Oreal, so quite a lot. Oh, Sally Hansen. I think that's all of them, to be honest. But as usual, I will mention the products that I use in the description bar below, and I will be posting this up on my blog. So make sure you go over to that and check out all of the different content that I've got on there, because I have so much more than just videos. Trust me, it's great. Anyway, so let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so I've already moisturised and primed my skin. I used That Gal by Benefit to prime, and I'm just going to apply some of my Chanel Vitalumiere foundation with my fingers to my face. Now I'm doing it with my fingers because it leaves that kind of glowy, dewy look, which I don't think you get with a sponge or even so much with a brush. So I'm just going to pop that all on. Scrub it all in my face. God, it takes some time for me to put this foundation on. Come on, get it on. Get it on, woman. Okay, so I think maybe I'm nearly finished with that. Yeah, so next I'm going to be using my Maybelline 24-hour Superstay concealer, which is my holy grail concealer at the moment. So I'm just going to dot that. I'm going to put some of that on my nose because my nose is kind of red today, but I'm going to dot that on my blemishes, on my dry circles, on my nose, anywhere where I've got like a kind of redness or almost like a greyness under my eyes, just to kind of neutralise it. And again, I just pat that in with my fingers. I'm going to set it all a bit better with a powder foundation in just a minute, so this doesn't all have to be exactly perfect because the powder brush that I'm going to use will kind of buff out any errors and mistakes that I make. Get it all in my eyes, make myself look a bit more awake, and on my nose to make my nose look not Rudolphy. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Benefit Browsings palette, which I'm sure you've seen about 100 billion squillion times on here, but I do love it to shade in my eyebrows, just kind of creating a more curved arch under my brow and then a bit more of a angled look on the top, just filling that in. You can see how different it makes my eyebrows look. Cool, eh? Now I'm going to do that dusting of the powder foundation which I mentioned before, and this is in the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Powder. And I've just taken my EcoTools blusher brush, and I'm just going to dust that over my nose, my chin, my forehead, just mostly on my T-zone. I don't want to put too much of it on my cheeks because I don't want to take away that dewy or glowy look, which I worked so hard to create with my fingers. Okay, so now it's time for the eyes. I've already done one eye, my left eye, as you can see. I'm using the 15th anniversary palette and starting off with the vanilla shade. I'm using my EcoTools blending brush, packing the colour onto that lid, and all the way up into the socket and then further up into the brow bone. They always say that your brow bone should be the lightest colour on your entire face, so make sure that you put as much of like the vanilla or a similar shade that you have on that brow bone to make it just look a bit more wide awake. Shade it all the way into like where your nose begins and then into the corner of your eye again to wake the eye up, and that's what it looks like. So next I'm going to be using Chase by Urban Decay, and I'm using the same brush, and I'm just going to pop that on the outer half of the lid and extend it a bit higher at the top into the socket to try and get a perfectly symmetrical look to the eye next to it, because I'm kind of obsessive about things looking symmetrical like that. So we're going to get there, hopefully. Wow, I'm pulling a lot of funny faces today, huh? Just kind of extending that further out past the corner of the lid, perhaps about a half a centimetre to a centimetre. I'm using the colour Deeper, which is a really dark goldish bronzish colour, and I'm just going to put that in the outer corner. I'm just going to wing that out a little bit. Oh, stupid laptop, be quiet. Yeah, I'm just going to be winging that out a little bit and then bringing it into the socket. Just to, it kind of makes the surface of the lid look bigger. But I think I may be extending that a bit too high there. I think maybe I did. We'll have to fix that. Never fear. I'm just going to bring it underneath the lower lash line as well, just to kind of give a bit of a smoky effect, because I'm not putting a lot of eyeliner there. Look, you can see I've overextended, but never fear, because I'm just going to take that original blending brush again and put it in the vanilla shade, which is the light shade, and that will help to neutralise the errors that I've created by just dusting over the top of the darker, deeper colour, which is actually called Deeper, as I said. This is a trick that I often use, like when I'm doing makeup, because I always make mistakes, and like I say, I'm obsessed with things looking symmetrical, so I'm constantly fixing things. And you can see I've just dotted some more of that vanilla shade on the centre of the eye, again to kind of add an extra 3-dimension type twist to the look. It just makes the look appear so much more difficult to have done, and yet it was pretty effortless. So, of course, I used my Urban Decay primer potion before I did all that. Just forgot to show you me doing it. Next, I'm going to be using my Barry M liquid liner. And this, I'm not sure exactly what shade this is in, but it's in a very dark brown, shimmery shade. I used to be terrible at liquid liner, but I've kind of worked out that the trick is to hold your mirror a little lower than your face and look into the mirror at that angle, and it makes it easier for you to be able to line your upper lash line. I know a lot of people don't usually line their lower lash line with a liquid liner. However, that's because sometimes it can give too harsh a look. However, I'm going to be doing this because I kind of buff it out a bit with my fingers afterwards. And again, I don't want to have any kind of strong looking noticeable eyeliner on my lower lash line. I just want it to be a kind of smoky look, just like that. So next I'm going to curl my lashes with my Sally Hansen lash curlers. They're kind of dirty there, grim, sorry. But yeah, so I'll curl them lashes, and I've already done this on the other side, so look at me. I look like I've got a torture tool or something. I only started using lash curlers like this year, but now I don't think I could go without them. Like, I notice if I don't use them. So you can see the mascara I'm using is They're Real by Benefit, and this was their mascara which they released last year. It's a fantastic product. If you're looking for a mascara which separates your lashes and lengthens them at the same time, then this is the mascara for you. It also reaches even the tiniest little lashes in the corners of your eye, especially if you use the tip of the mascara wand, which is something that I often do, just for the inner and outer corners. Look at them lashes. Amazing, huh? They look like proper false lashes, like nice long false lashes. Lovely. Get that all over. Okay, so my eyes are done pretty much. Check that out. Now, to accompany the eyes, I'm just going to apply a quick wash of my Coralista by Benefit. Look, hit pan, still haven't replaced it just yet. Using my blusher brush again, getting right in there. I'm just going to kind of dust that lightly over the tops of like the apples of my cheeks and up to my temples before I sweep it to make sure that it's all packed on there. And go again. Get more product on the brush and then dust it on. Make sure that the product's all on before sweeping it up to your temples. It just gives like a nice kind of fresh appearance. Like, you can't really tell close up that someone's got blusher on if they've used this technique. But so I'm using MAC Peek at You, which is actually one of their eyeshadows. But yes, I'm popping my blusher brush in there and I'm going to use it as a highlighter, because it's such a shimmery, lovely, like champagne-y colour that I often use it as a highlighter on my cheekbones, down the length of my nose, and on my upper lip to create a kind of cupid's bow. And that's the thing, is that this look seems to be all about creating different dimensions to your face, different textures almost. Oh, now I've got to do my lips, nearly forgot about that. So I'm going to start off with Posy Tint by Benefit, and this is just a mini. I'm not doing anything spectacular with my lips because obviously the eyes have been quite an effort to do. So I'm just going to kind of paint this onto my lips to give a kind of rosiness, just a kind of healthy, just bitten kind of effect. Pat them together before maybe popping a bit more on my upper lip. And this doesn't really have to be very precise because the eyeshadow was really quite precise, so we don't want it to look like you've literally like added up all the angles and like gone out of your way using a compass to like pop it in the right place. On top of that, I'm just going to pop some of this Rumour Has It Lips by Topshop onto my lips because it's kind of a nude colour. Oh, couldn't see me then. A kind of nude colour, and it looks fab over the top of a lip stain. It kind of neutralises the colour. So I think that is it. What do you think of the final look? I hope you like it, guys. I really love this look. I've done it quite a few times. I'll be popping more pictures on my blog and a bit more information over there, so make sure you check out the links that I've popped in the description bar below. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye!